PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it?
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man. I'm a PlayStation fan too. What is good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And welcome to episode 91 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast for the community, by the community. And oh boy, listen, it's been a great week for PlayStation. A lot of great news, a lot of great things has been happening. I can't wait to get it to get into the conversations. We have a good topic as well. I see a lot of great people here in the chat. I hope you got your coffee, your tea, your pancakes, bacon, eggs, sausage, waffles, your cereal, your oatmeal, your cream of wheat, your farina, or whatever you eat. You know, listen, whatever. It's Saturday. You eat whatever you want. You understand? But listen, it's just, you know, what makes What's Up PlayStation Podcast so special? It's not just me, right? It's not just me. It's an equal effort here. It's a two-man crew. And I got to shout out the other host of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, the best lisp on YouTube, right? The king of the Bronx, Mr. Let Me Speak. Mr. J Bari in the building. Bari, what's good, brother?
Suavemente.
I forgot, Mr. Hispanic. Ain't you a 19-year-old Hispanic, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All this time I'm thinking you Jamaican. You understand? You know, and you Hispanic. How did that work? I was flabbergasted when I heard that information. And you're 19 years old.
Man.
Oh my God.
Oh man, it's a beautiful day in the PlayStation neighborhood, though, Persona, man. At the end of the day, it was a beautiful day. It was bright and sunny, you know, throughout this whole week. You know, wonderful weather here in New York City. It's always a pleasure being here, you know, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, my bro Persona, and seeing the beautiful people in the chat. What's up, PlayStation Nation? Listen, man, listen. let me get a little sentimental, Persona, in this intro. Can I get a little sentimental?
Absolutely.
Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. Get
all right,
sentimental.
Man. I really, I woke up this morning, 3 little birds. That my no, I'm just, no, man. I woke up this morning and I was thinking, I was like, yo, man, the PlayStation Nation, they really rock with What's Up PlayStation podcast, man. And I feel like a lot of people rock with the podcast. A lot of people, like the podcast, like to listen to the podcast, because we are fully, centered around talking about PlayStation. You know what I mean? We're not trying to pander to other platforms or nothing like that. We have
I'm a neutral.
We have our little jokes here and there, but people rock with the authenticity of what we do here.
That was a heavy list. Authenticity. That was heavy.
Authenticity. You know what I mean? Yeah. But nah, man, I just gotta say, we really appreciate everyone that supports What's Up PlayStation podcast, and enjoy what we do here, man. I mean, it's really dope to see, every week when we come here, we see the familiar faces, and then we see those faces that like, I'm new here, but this is a cool podcast. I'm enjoying my stay here. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure seeing that, man. And we just want to say thank you for rocking out with us, and just liking that we can be ourselves here at WUPS. We're a little bit more PC, but we still being ourselves here at What's Up PlayStation podcast. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely think when it comes to what me and Bari do here at What's Up PlayStation, this started out as an idea for maybe 2 years prior. Real talk, What's Up PlayStation should have started like our podcast should have started like a year before it started, but it was more so me and Bari going back and forth and just talking about, we want a PlayStation centric podcast where we can accurately talk about the news and it not be filled with cap and all this bullshit rhetoric that we tend to see with in certain areas. So we're glad that, I already knew me and Bari's personality would mesh well. I know Bari for 10 years. We New Yorkers, you understand? New Yorkers understand each other. But sure, I think in terms of the community, we're really happy with the level of support and just sharing out the streams, coming through every week on a Saturday at that 11 in the morning. We just appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are really great people. And
really truly, this is a PlayStation podcast for you, the PlayStation gamer. You know what I mean?
Sir. Like I said, it's a podcast for the community, by the community, because we are also a part of the community. We're huge fans of PlayStation. We're huge fans of gaming, right? So, I remember a long time ago we said it that we wanted to make a podcast that could make the community proud of, right? So, we're glad that y'all continuously come back and watch us every week, man. Thank you so much. Round of applause for the people in the chat, man. Man, you all are great people. All right, so listen, let's get through the super chats real quick. Let's shout out to members, and then we're gonna get into the rigmarole of how we do things here on WUPS. So shout out to Trapman being 2 months as a member on the channel. Thank you. He says, top of the morning, PlayStation Nation. What's up? Yo, shout out to you, Trap. What's going on? Top of the morning to you as well. And then shout out to Juan Sosa Gamer Man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I'm a PlayStation fan too. Good morning, everybody. God of War on the way. I'm a PlayStation fan too. We're going to definitely talk about them God of War pre-orders. Absolutely, because PlayStation Nation, you showed up and you showed out. You understand? As you should. And then Webhead, man. Webhead, appreciate you so much for the super chat. And they say, what's good, fellas? Love the podcast. I'm playing through the OG Final Fantasy VII and absolutely loving it. Hey. Now I see the hype. One of the best games ever made. Absolutely. Final Fantasy
the greatest game of all time, Webhead, man. That's dope. Yo, really, truly, I've been seeing a lot of people playing Remake and a lot of people playing the original game. I love seeing that stuff, man, from people in the community, man. So I'm happy that people are actually enjoying the game. You know what I mean? It's a game that I hold dear to my heart, my favorite game of all time. And people enjoying that. That's a good thing. It's a good feeling, man, seeing that, man. So,
I mean, even like I said, you know, what made me want to go back to Bari myself with OG Final Fantasy VII was the 25th anniversary. Seeing Crisis Core, seeing Rebirth, seeing all that stuff. Like, yo, man, I want to go back. I want to go back and play it and finish that up. So, you know, I'm loving that as well.
I go back time to time. You know, yo, bro, I don't know how many times I beat that game, bro. I beat that game probably over 20 times in my lifetime.
I believe it.
Sure.
I'll say this though, because I've been playing Final Fantasy VI as well on the Steam Deck. I can see, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this story in Final Fantasy VI. Right now, I've only got Locke and Terra, and we just got the Fagora.
Yeah, Locke
Fagora
is that
Castle,
guy.
but. I'm really digging this story so far, and like how stuff is kind of playing out so far. I'm like, yo, this is all right. I can see the appeal here. Like, all right, I'm really digging this. So, Final Fantasy VI is really good as well. I'm loving it. Shout out to Upchuck Gamer, man. Appreciate you so much for the super chat.
Plus on Block Boys.
Absolutely. One half of the Plus on Block Boys. He says, "Let's go. This is gonna be a great show." Absolutely, Chuck. You already know.
Shout out to Chuck,
real
man.
quick. You know, we are going to be having a grudge match, me and Chuck, right after this podcast. And we got our tournament with me, Bari, Chuck, and Dre, DNF Duel tournament at 3 o'clock. It's going to be really fun. So definitely, you know, tune in for that stuff. And then Viper Reaps, man. Appreciate you, Viper, man. He's one of the greatest in the community, man. He does our super chats and I mean, he does our timestamps and everything, man. He does a lot of great stuff for the channel, man. So, you know, we definitely appreciate Viper 100%. He says, Final Fantasy VII was the first game to put me in emotional shock. LOL. I'm not gonna lie, I can agree there.
Absolutely.
You go through a lot of real talk though. You go through like a lot of emotions playing Final Fantasy, OG Final Fantasy VII.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna feel that sadness. You're gonna feel the joy.
Yes, sir.
Definitely an emotional ride, man.
One of the craziest things, like I still love, is that Terra and Tifa. I'm not Terra. That Tifa and Scarlet slap match. I was just like, yo, this shit is great. Like, yo, slap her ass
The
up.
funny thing about that scene is like Tifa can easily just defeat.
Oh yeah,
Scarlet like with an instant. You know what I mean? It's instantly she could just destroy her. But they was like, nah, we gonna slap it out. You disrespected my crew. We gonna slap it out, man.
Real quick, I just want to shout out the members of the channel, man. Again, WUPS Nation, we appreciate y'all, all the members. If you do want to become a member, the link to becoming a member is in the description, right? It's not mandatory, but it's always appreciated. Some cool perks and things in there. But yo, shout out to Trap, Andy, Rob Gaming TV, Requiem of Demons, Magnificent Black, How Weird Gaming, It's Me Baby 80, D2 Dez, Light Gamer, DC Gaming, Ice Queen Gaming, John Donuts, Tarana Duffy, Stealth Guy Gaming, Tactical Gamer, Alfonso Carter, AC, Steady Flow, Stir Crazy, Stardust Acero, Gian Nadon, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Broken Saint 1978, Unicron, C Fresh 2180, Strictly Gaming, Viper Reaps Corner, Jay Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Damien, Henry Heck, Chi-Town Gamer, King Kiso, Bird, Jay Bari, Upchuck Gaming, Upchuck Gaming, The Wreck, Navigator 3221, Nariko, Gaming with, that's my boy, man. Gaming with Persona, Dreology 619, and last but not least, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. All the members on the channel.
They always put Mr. Try Hard Guy Uchiha at the bottom of every like.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just crazy.
I guess it's his name because it's this long. It's like, yo, all right, yo, you got like
you gotta go to the bottom.
17 syllables in your name. We gonna put that.
Hey, yo, facts. But yo, like I said,
Ice Queen just read up too as well for the 2 months. Ice Queen Gaming, we appreciate you. Rejoining and enjoying the WUPS Nation.
Facts. All right, guys, listen, it's episode 91. Y'all know how we do things here. Let's start off with the games that have released this week. And it's been a pretty decent week, man. It's a lot of cool things. So we are going to start it off. Let me just make sure we all can see it. So for this week, what's released is Frogo for the PS5, PS4, Hellpoint for PlayStation 5, Kroot the Mythic Wings for PS5, PS4, Time on Frog Island for PS5, PS4.
2 Frog games this week, huh?
The Quest for Excalibur for the PlayStation 4.
Needs that Persona.
Yeah, yo, you caught that? Bart, gonna give us that quick review. I feel you.
Oh, Excalibur, that's like, my favorite little sword, man. I
Absolutely.
needs that, bro.
Absolutely. And then we got Rayland PS5 for the PS5, PS4. We got Strikers 1945 2 for the PlayStation 4. Strikers 1945 3 for the PS4.
Oh, the sequel came out the same week as...
Hey, they trying to get them things out there, boy. The Whiskey Story. I ain't gonna lie, I could go for some whiskey right now for the PlayStation 5, PS4.
Put a little honey in there.
Yes, sir. Zero Gunner 2 for the PlayStation 4.
Zero Gunner, how you shooting? My bad. My bad. I apologize.
How you shooting? Zero Gunner. Then we got 200 Ways for the PlayStation 4. We've got Arcade Archives Dragon Saber for the PlayStation 4. We've got Escape Academy for the PS5, PS4. We've got Mothman 1966 for the PlayStation 4.
A lot of years this week.
Yes, sir. On Sunday, it's Saturday though. What you talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On Sunday, the vibes. Jerk chicken day.
Yes, sir. For PlayStation 4, we got Super Rolla Champion for the PS5, PS4. We've got 200 Ways for what? For PS5, PS4. But there's a 200 Ways up here. Then it's 200 Ways with the numbers, and then 200 Ways for PS5, PS4. And then we got Black Death: A Tragic Dirge for PlayStation 4. We've got Canada Break head-to-head for the PS5, PS4. We've got DC Legends, League of Super Pets, The Adventure of Crypto and Ace for the PS4. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
You can't be walking around here talking about, I'm a DC fan. I'm a big DC fan. I'm a fan of DC. You see, I like DC all the time. And then you don't want to get the Super Pets?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm a realistic DC fan. I'm not one of these DC fans that's just going to buy any and everything because DC's on the cover. The hell with that. No, I'm not buying that shit.
Now, what if the game is good, though?
Well, I'll look at some gameplay and then I'll tell you about it because that watching gameplay is what is considered playing games these days. So I'll go watch some gameplay clips and then we'll talk about it on next week's show and pretend like I played it. But I am buying Gotham Knights though, and I'm buying Wonder Woman, and I'm buying Suicide Squad. So you gotta get in when you fit in. Absolutely, they are.
You don't want to get their pets.
Absolutely, hell no, I don't want to get their pets. Man. I give a damn about no crypto. Remember that crypto show back in the day too that they had?
I used to watch that.
I watched that too, man. The crypto show was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Long Live the Queen for PS5, PS4.
Okay, Ice Queen gaming games.
Absolutely. Paradox Era for the PS5. Shred Remastered for the PS4. And then last but not least, my favorite game that is definitely picked up, the Jumping Burrito for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. You understand? Listen, you want some quickies, guys? You want some quick platinums? Head up to Jumping Burrito and most definitely pick that up. You understand?
I'm gonna give y'all a tip later on in the show. Okay. I'll give y'all a tip later on the show. Make sure if I don't give you guys a tip, make sure you type in the chat, AJ Bari, you forgot the tip. All right.
Hold on. That those.
Pause.
Now hold on, brother. Hold on. You sure you want to go with that sentence? We're gonna go with that, yeah?
Absolutely. I'm confident. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Don't let me forget that tip. Pause.
I got you. Hey, I love it. All right, man. So now we are in the spotlight portion of the show. And for those who are new here, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games, if we decide to break the rules, that we think you all should check out, right? It could be brand new games. It could be in old games. It could be games from your childhood. It could be games that haven't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is just to highlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. Bari, starting with you. What is your spotlight games for this week? And are you gonna break the rules?
Absolutely breaking the rules this week, Persona. It's gonna be broken to oblivion. Okay.
You pulling what I did last week? I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I gotta make up for last week because you listed 7 goddamn games, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. Go ahead. You're right.
You know what I mean? But really and truly, Valkyrie Elysium, I'm going to highlight this game for, the remainder until it come out as well, because not only I'm going to highlight just the regular version of the game, I want to highlight the digital deluxe edition, because it's a great package that you're getting, for the game. You're getting a full game, you're getting some equipment that you can use, in game, and you're also getting a digital version of Valkyrie Profile Lilith, which is the PSP port for Valkyrie Profile, PS1 game. So I think it's a great package that you're getting there. You can also purchase that game separately, Valkyrie Profile Lilith, but you get a better deal, just buying the digital deluxe edition for sure. But yeah, man, I'm hyped to see that this franchise is coming back, and yeah, I'm super excited to play it, man. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be on that hardcore. Also, I want to highlight SD Gundam as well. The gameplay looks good. I'm a huge Gundam fan. If you guys are Gundam fans and you remember the TV show or the cartoon SD Gundam, they're having a full game out here, man. So this is like a hack and slash role-playing combat simulator type game. It's also a shooter as well. If you pre-order, you get Night Gundam. Well, it depends on which version you pre-order. I think you also get like a Master Gundam as well. I'm not too sure. I gotta look at the thing. But I remember seeing Night Gundam in there where you get to unlock them early instead of like, grinding out for them. But yeah, the gameplay looks pretty good. They launched a new trailer the other day. So just make sure you guys go and check that out. And see if you like it. It comes out in August. I want to say August 25th it comes out. I think it looks pretty cool, man. Something different to play out here, for everyone. And the last joint I'm going to highlight for now, matter of fact, two more. DNF Duel, of course. We're having a tournament later on today for DNF Duel. Amazing game, amazing fighting game. This is a super fun fighting game. Yes, there's a lot of craziness that happens within the game, but I feel like play that game, you got to be crazy as well. You got to get, embrace the craziness that these characters, what they can do, and just implement that, full throttle, when you play. But yeah, we're looking to have a lot of fun this later on today in the tournament, because currently we have about like 55 people that have signed up. Right now, I think we're at 38 check-ins, and that's typically, we have 40 check-ins. Matter of fact, we have 56 people that signed up and 40 check-ins. That is a big tournament. Especially for our online scene. So yeah, it is definitely going to be a good one later on today that you guys don't want to miss. I think you're going to have a lot of fun just watching a lot of high level play, and just support your people that's here too. There's a lot of people in the chat that is also a part of the tournament. Persona's a part of the tournament. I'm a part of the tournament. Chuck, Dre, we commentating, but we also participants as well. It's gonna be super fun. That's our first online tournament for DNF Duel. So hopefully you guys will come through and show support there as well. And I want to highlight last game Persona. My bad, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga Collection. I can't wait for this, man, because I love the old school Turtles games, and some of the games that's coming in this collection I haven't played because they never released in the States. So yeah. I've been liking these throwback collections, like the Capcom fighting collection, the Sonic one, and hopefully the Turtles one is as streamlined and as good as those two that is listed as well. So yeah, man, I'm super excited for that, man. So just want to put those little spotlights on those games there. Hopefully you guys check them out and give them a try, man, because they're looking super good in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Persona. I'm a shut up for Persona kick my shins.
Oh nah, listen, man, that's payback for last week. So I definitely understand, right? But yo, those are some really good spotlights, man. So for me, my spotlight games for this week, I'm also breaking the rules.
Sure. As you should.
So the spotlight games this week for me, I told y'all already last week, I'm gonna be this game is always gonna be in my spotlight until it releases. God of War Ragnarok, right? We had the pre-orders released this week, which we'll talk about in a moment.
I know
but-
you can't wait to talk about that.
Yo,
boy.
that's a fact.
It'd be a journey pre-ordering PlayStation. My bad, person. Go ahead.
No, that's a fact though, right? So, God of War Ragnarok. Listen, this is definitely, especially now that Final Fantasy 16 is pushed out of this year. God of War I think was always going to be my most anticipated. This is my most anticipated game this year, hands down. I cannot wait for this game. I'm putting so much time into this game. I'm platinum in this game. I'm doing some dope combos. I can't wait to use Thor's hammer and see how we could combo and how his moves are gonna Kratos' moves are gonna be with the hammer and what type of abilities we'll be able to do.
Are you spoiling the game? Ain't even come
How the
out
hell
yet.
am I spoiling the game? I ain't even played the game yet. What the hell is there to spoil? I can't spoil nothing. Yo, listen, that collector's edition that we're getting with Thor's hammer, if you think we're not using that as a weapon in the game, you're smoking. All right, you're smoking, okay? There is no way in hell. There is no way in hell that they would do a collector's edition with Thor's hammer and not give us the ability to use the hammer in the game. Absolutely not. So I can't wait to use Thor's hammer. You understand? I'm gonna be Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And I always say this on big releases, but I mean this for God of War. God of War come out, I'm signing out. Don't bother me. Don't message me. Don't text me. No. There is no WUPS that Saturday. I already got my days put in, so I'm off that whole rest of the week. So from Wednesday to Friday, and Friday's a holiday anyway because it's Veterans Day. So we out the door. You understand me? I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So it's definitely a day one. So God of War Ragnarok. Be on the lookout for that. My other spotlight for this week is actually going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but Shredder's Revenge. I'm happy to see the success with them. We're going to talk about it in the news, but I'm loving that people are playing this game. You understand? Shredder's Revenge, I put about 40 hours into this game. Day one, the game is amazing.
The game was a big blow up. It's a big
amazing.
blow up.
It's amazing, man, which I'm happy. Last game that I'm going to highlight is actually...
Oh, brother!
Listen,
you are breaking the rules!
Brother, I got to break the rules on top of the rules on top of the rules. My last spotlight game is actually going to be Roller Dome. Right, so this is.
Oh yeah, facts.
So Roller Dome, they had a dev diary that released this week where they were talking about the creative process of the game and a bunch of other things. Which it was cool to see them like talk about how it came about, like creating the concept for this game and whatnot. They're gonna have a couple more dev diaries leading up to the release of the game, but seeing like the thought process behind making sure that your character, the mobility of the character and you shooting flowed so well, right? Seeing how well they got that locked down, I can't wait to pick up Roller Dome because I think this game looks very, very fun to play. It looks extremely fun. Listen, guns and roller skates. Sign me the fuck up, okay? Like, sign me up, okay? So, Roller Dome is a day one buy for me. I cannot wait to play that in August. Last one, but I say...
Oh my God.
Bari, listen, Bari, do you want gamers that are going to talk about games, or do you want someone that's just going to talk about the bullshit, right? We're gamers. And gamers talk about the games, right? So
you're going too far now.
The last spotlight game that I'm gonna mention for you guys, y'all already know what I'm talking about. I think y'all know. It releases next week. One of my most anticipated games of this year as well. Yes, I am talking about Stray. Meow. You understand? You understand? Yes, I'm talking about Stray. Stray releases next Tuesday. And I cannot wait for this game, man. I love cats. Cats are great. They're assholes, but they're great. And I can't wait for this game, man. The first time I seen this game, seeing you move around as a cat and doing all this weird shit in this cyberpunk dystopian type of world, I'm like, what the hell is this? And then the small little gameplay clips that we've been seeing, day one, man. Day one. I can't wait to play this game. It is going to be phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. So those are my spotlight games for the week, man. Like,
hey, yo, we just got blessed up, Persona, man. That spotlight just blessed up the chat.
Oh, damn, I just seen it. All right, hold up. Let me, oh, shit. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me get through the super chats and the members. All right, yo, J Gamer UK. Shout out to J Gamer, man. Appreciate you, man, being a member on the channel. And appreciate you for the super. Yeah, this is a member. 3 months as a member on the channel. He says, shout out to Persona and Bari for the best PlayStation podcast out there. Saturdays plus WUPS equals fire. Appreciate you, J Gamer, always. And then shout out to Shattered. What's that? Shattered.
X
Oh,
Youth.
Shattered Youth. Shattered Youth.
X Youth.
Yeah, Shattered X Youth. Shattered X Youth. Appreciate you, man. He says, PC primary gamers still mess with WUPS Nation 100%. Well, we appreciate you, man. Shout out to the PC crowd, man.
Welcome to the chat, Shattered.
I appreciate you. Welcome. I mean, yeah, but you should mess with us. You get in our games. I'm joking. I'm joking. Shout out to you, Shattered Youth, man. Appreciate you, bro. And then Games for Eternity. Shout out to Games for Eternity. Appreciate you so much, bro. He says, hey, my spotlight is Little Noah. It's a roguelike action platformer by Cygames. You get a feel for the game and you'll be hooked. That's actually a really good spotlight. Yeah, it does. It does. It looks really good. Little Noah definitely looks good. It's on my radar. Where it's releasing, there's so many games. Like, yo, guys, you don't understand. I mean, I'm sure you do because we all buy games here, but it's so many games. Like, once August hits, it's like non-stop releases through December, through the rest of the year. Because we've got Soul Hackers, Dust Divers 2, Roller Drome, Cult of the Lamb, all these other games, and then September is Last of Us and Valkyrie and Diofield and all this, and then October is Gotham Knights and all this other shit. Then God of War, and it's so many games. Little Noah, I'm gonna try to squeeze it in, pause. But I ain't gonna lie, guys, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I definitely get it. And then, Bird, man. Bird gift 5 memberships to the chat, man. Shout out to Bird, man. Round of applause, man.
Shout out to Bird, man. That's a new thing YouTube has implemented, like gifting. They also, you can raid people's streams as well. But yo, shout out to Bird, man, gifting 5 subs, man, to Karel, Anka, FD Gaming, Reaper, Juan Sosa Gaming, and Kyle Ward 789.
Fire, man. Shout out to you, Bird, man. Thank you so much, man. Definitely appreciate you, Bird. And then more too. Yeah, shout out to Dewan Thompson becoming a member on the channel, new member on the channel. Hey, appreciate you, Dewan. And then Cyber Dragon, appreciate you, man. 3 months as a member on the channel. Appreciate you, Cyber, always. Cyber's one of our longest support. Like, Cyber has been with us since the council days. Like, that's almost 10 years ago, guys. Like, Cyber's been rocking with us for a very, very long time. So shout out to Cyber. Cyber says, shout out to the chat mods and the What's Up PlayStation podcast. Leos are about to stand up July 25th. Hey, happy birthday to you, Cyber. Yeah, it is Leo season. You know, Leo
season is coming.
Shout out to the Leos. Shout out to the Leos.
Just want to let you guys know too, man, that next week we're going to be doing our first giveaway for WUPS members. So definitely tune in for that. Me and Persona, we have an idea what we're going to be giving away. You know, as the first one is going to be, it's going to be a subtle one, but tune in more. You know, tune in later. We're going to be having some big ones, you know, throughout the year. So appreciate you guys.
I'll tell you right now. I'm giving away a copy of God of War Ragnarok here on the channel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm which leads into what we're gonna talk about. But yeah, I am later on in the year for one of our other giveaways here on WUPS. Some lucky viewer here on our channel, in terms of the members, will get a copy of God of War Ragnarok. So you know, stay tuned for that as well. But listen, man. Let's talk about God of War. Can we start with the pettiness first? Can we start with the pettiness? Can we talk about petty Persona? Petty PlayStation. All right, let's do this. Petty PlayStation is in the building, guys. I love petty PlayStation because PlayStation petty is just the best. So shout out to J Bane, right, in the community. Because I saw this on the yo, he caught it, right? Shout out to J Bane because I caught this from J Bane. I was like, what? And then he put the screenshot of the tweet. I said, oh no, petty PlayStation is back. They on their bullshit. So what am I talking about? So when the pre-orders for God of War went up, they also put up a new the trailer, you know, their tweet and all that stuff, you know, saying, hey, pre-orders is up, go pre-order now, blah blah blah. But when they put up the trailer showed the 11/11/2022 date. And here's the tweet, just so you know it ain't bullshit. It showed the 11/11/2022 date, and we saw that PlayStation deleted that immediately, expeditiously. You understand? They got rid of that shit out the door quick. Which, listen, this brings validity to what I was saying initially when I saw that November 9th release date. I said, that's not normal, Bari. I said, yo, this is not, with the way PlayStation's release schedule normally is, it should be the 11th. And
they do it either Tuesday or Friday. But I mean, we all kind of thought it was going to be the 11/11. But you know what I mean? They was like, let's do this olden day thing, which it makes sense, but we already know the vibes.
I listen, I would love for it to be number 11/11 because oh boy, the anger that would have
Persona,
ensued.
you can make it 11/11. You can just wait it out 2 days.
I'm not. now, Bari. Really? I can't believe. I can't even believe you even suggested something like that to me. Me, someone who can't wait, that is salivating and fiending to play this game. You think I'm not going to be up? Listen, here's my plan, right? Tuesday, I'm going to go to work. I'm at work, do what I do, and then I'm going to purposely make sure that I sleep. Not a nap, I'm a sleep, so that I can wake up around 11:30 and prepare. Have the snacks, had a drink, had a nice, everything set up right, and wait for that 12 o'clock to hit and for this game to unlock, and we are going to town. I'm not waiting no Friday. Are you crazy? But yeah, so Bari, what do you think? What do you think it is, man? What's your thoughts on petty PlayStation?
I mean, like I said, I always felt like this was like the actual date the game was going to come out. I mean, it was like, let's bump it up 2 days. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Odin's Day, which I never really heard of before, to be honest with you. It's my first time. When I heard that, I started researching that stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, each of these, Norse gods have like a specific day and all that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, it makes sense because PlayStation, this is their typical release window or release day when it comes to their bigger titles. You know what I mean? So I'm not shocked by it. Maybe they had that thing queued up. But it's like, oh wait, no, this is the old this is the old thumbnail or this is the old video. Update that real quick, man. We've seen PlayStation been doing this stuff since PS5, man.
Yo,
they would drop these trailers and it would show certain things and then they delete it, then they edit it and put it back out. But at the end of the day, I'll be there November 9th.
I'm curious to know how long has the 11/11 date been decided, because this is already made, like it's already there.
You look at the tweet. The tweet is actually correct. It's saying God of War Ragnarok launches November 9th, pre-order live now, but the actual video or clip, they had the 11th. I think the date was always the 11th, but even when people were tweeting at Cory Barlog or whatever about 11/11, you should drop 11/11, he always did. Sometimes he didn't respond to everybody, but you always have that little face on there, like,
yeah. So I personally feel like they kind of switched it up, like real quick on the fly, like very last minute. I personally, think
it's
that,
2 days, so it's not really like detrimental or anything.
Yeah, I agree. But staying on the God of War kick, man. Bari, were you pre-orders went up yesterday on the PlayStation Direct and all these other great places, right? And, they went up at 10 o'clock on the dot, and it was just a spectacle to see across the community, to seeing everybody in the community, getting their Jotnar edition, getting their collector's edition, pre-ordering the game digitally, or going to, people were going to GameStop and all these other things. Bari, were you able to get a collector's edition or Jotnar edition? Like, what did you get, man? What was your experience, man? Talk to us.
Yeah, I got the Jotnar edition, the one that I really wanted. I could have got a collector's edition too, but I was just like, for what? I just want that hammer. I'm gonna display that hammer, and I want that cloth. I like those little cloth, little maps and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got the Jotnar. Mission was complete. Mission was very successful. Had to do a couple of refreshes. Saw it there, added to the cart. Was good to go. Also, the digital deluxe edition was pre-ordered as well. Mm-hmm. There's a few things I want to talk about when it comes to the actual background. When you go to the game on the PlayStation Store, there's a few things I'm noticing here. The picture, shout out to Kratos. Kratos got that swag right now. He got the nice little cape, fur cape going on. You know what I mean? The armor is looking immaculate. I just want to say that. Even my man, what's his name? Atreus. I mean, his armor set is looking immaculate. There's a big ass snake that looks like it's pretty frozen and dead in the background. And you know the lightning, and you see the Odin ravens and all that stuff. They definitely telling the story here in the background picture. You guys go and check it out for yourself.
I have it up right now.
You can go to the PlayStation Store. Look at the backdrop.
Yeah, I have it up right now for each one. I'm in the PlayStation Store or on the website, and it's showing like the different backgrounds. And so the one that Bari's talking about is the digital deluxe. If you were to go to the
I'm
PlayStation
talking about the
Store,
standard one. The digital deluxe got what's the name in there? Freya in there. But
yeah, Freya. Oh, you
see
talking
that
about the
backdrop?
original?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. You go scroll up to the top, and you see the backdrop. You see pretty much the world serpent just like frozen and dead. See Thor's lightning coming down, and Odin's ravens. They definitely tell a story here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And we see some of the realm gates as well. Like I see, I can't tell which one is like over here to the right, and then even up here to the top left. You see a realm gate as well up here, which I think this might be the fire realm. Was that Muspelheim? Muspelheim. I think this might be Muspelheim up here because it's red. So.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I see what you're talking about.
So, this game is magical. Yeah, I was also able to get my pre-orders, man. I wanted to make sure that I listen. I was watching the PlayStation Direct website more so than anything, like a hawk. Yeah. But I was able to get my Jotnar edition, and I can't wait to get wear the ring and all that stuff. And then I was also able to snag a collector's edition as well because I wanted I wanted the red dice and the blue dice, right? So, with that, and then also got the digital deluxe as well. So I'm very happy. And then even if we look on the website, so even on the official PlayStation Direct website, you can still get the collector's edition right now, but the Jotnar edition, which is $259, it's out of stock, man. Like it's gone. And this is how it was with Horizon Forbidden West as well, because Horizon Forbidden West had the collector's edition with the smaller Trematus, but that Regala edition, which comes with all of the bells and whistles, that was out of stock, and it remains out of stock even to this day. So this Jotnar edition.
So I want to ask you something, Persona, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I want you to be honest, okay?
Of course.
I want you to be honest.
Okay.
And this is a really simple question, to be honest. Which box to you looks better?
Me personally, the yellow box.
Okay, I like the blue. I think that's a sick ass color blue. That kind of like ice looking blue. Man, if the Jotnar had that, I mean, I understand why the Jotnar had the yellow look, but man, that blue looks sick.
I like the yellow because it almost looks like a sun, like the sun going down type of thing, and their silhouette. I think the silhouette of Kratos and Atreus just pops more on the yellow.
More. Yeah, I get you. I get you on that.
I like that yellow, but I'm keeping this box, like the whole thing. Even though the Knowledge Keeper Shrine is gonna be really important. Like I wouldn't when you get your collector's edition, don't rip up.
Mess it up.
Yeah, don't rip up that Knowledge Keeper Shrine's box to get to everything. No, carefully open that up because that's also a part of the collector's edition.
I'm doing Mr. Pio. Mr. Pio unboxing. Mr. Pio, he rips everything up.
Shit and all that. Yeah, don't do that with this. Carefully open this up and carefully pull everything out whenever you're gonna do that because the Knowledge Keeper Shrine box that everything is housed in is also very important. So collector's edition, Jotnar edition. Like I said, shout out to the community, man. I know a lot of people in the community were getting their collector's editions and their pre-orders. So it was a spectacle. I just love seeing that type of stuff, man. It's always
we got a lot of blues in the chat, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, that blue looks sick.
The blue looks good. It does. I just think the yellow pops a little bit more for me personally.
I get what you're saying with that yellow though. It does make sense.
Yeah. But all right, man. So that's God of War, man. I can't wait to play it. November 9th, 2022. Be on the lookout. But moving on. Listen, let's talk about PlayStation Plus premium, extra and premium games coming for July, because we got those games and now we know what is completely coming. Pause. And it's a lot of great things. So obviously the highlight is Stray, right? That is going to be the brand new free game that's going to be available for extra and premium members. Also, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is also going to be available. So this is the PS5 games. This is the PS5 game. So this is going to be available for extra and premium members as well. And then Marvel's Avengers PS4, PS5 versions is also going to be available. PS5, mostly the PS5 version, but PS5 version is going to be available for extra and premium members as well. But there's also a full list of everything that's coming. So we're also getting Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected, Saints Row Get Out of Hell, Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition, Ice Age Scratch Nutty Adventure, Jumanji the video game, Paw Patrol on a Roll, Ready Set Heroes, and then the classic games that we're going to be getting is going to be No Heroes Allowed for the PSP, and Loco Roco Midnight Carnival for the PSP as well. Bari, how you feeling about this?
This is really strong, man. The service is selling itself. That's offering all these games. Pretty much majority of these games I already have outside of like the Assassin's Creed. I have Unity. I have Black Flag. Ezio Collection I never had. Outside of Stray, I already pretty much have those games. The PSP joints, I don't have those games, but I'm happy to see they are adding the PSP games, because that's one of the main, backlog catalog, or the older catalog of games I want to see come back. And we're seeing that if these games, and then we have Valkyrie Linif, when you buy the digital deluxe, you get in the Valkyrie profile Linif PSP version come back as well. So yeah, I'm happy to see what's going on as far as classic games coming back. Yeah, the service itself is selling. For those people that are love these gaming services and want to save money, even though you're waiting a while to get some of these games, they are offering pretty much my favorite game of last generation and this generation too, to be honest with you. Up in that service, Avengers I think is a great game. So you get that. You getting like 10 characters, or I think 11 characters now in that game to play, and you get a brand new game, Stray, which looks pretty decent. I'm not too excited for Stray like everybody else, but I'm going to play it. If I really like it, I'm going to buy it. See what it is. But yeah, I think it's a strong offering, man. Like clearly, PlayStation Plus, the best service in gaming. No debate. That's it. But that's my thoughts on that.
I agree 100%. I do agree as well. Like, this is a strong lineup. I think Stray and Final Fantasy alone, I think, is just like that, especially Final Fantasy Integrate, right? Like, you're getting the best version of the game possible.
And
right?
they also offering the Yuffie DLC too, so you're getting the complete package. So you're getting the PS5 update, the Yuffie Intermission DLC.
Oh, yeah, I just read it. Oh, yeah, it's coming with. It comes with intermission. Yo, this is. Oh shit. Like, yeah, all right, yeah. No. This is definitely, top tier. I think Stray and Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated Intermission alone, this blows anything else out the water. I own every single Assassin's Creed game, like all of them, SEO Collection, all of that. I'm not a big fan of Saints Row. I've never really been a big fan. I'm good. Spirit of the North, I'm good. That's a pass. Ice Age, come on. Jumanji, come on. Paw Patrol, cut it out. Ready Set Heroes, I'm good. And then the PSP games, those are decent. They're decent. But see, here's the thing, Bari. I actually have a bone to pick with PlayStation, right? So shout out to yeah, I got a bone to pick the PlayStation. Shout out to Nabillion, right? Because I think PlayStation slipped up. More specifically, PlayStation Italy might have slipped up here, right? So Nibble was posting up, all the games that was coming, right? But apparently on Italy's version of PlayStation Plus, they were getting Dino Crisis for the PS1, Ridge Racer 2 for PSP, Soul Calibur Broken Destiny for the PSP, and then No More Heroes Allowed and Loco Roco Midnight Carnival. I'm like, excuse me? How is this great for gamers?
But this is great for gamers.
I'm about to get on the phone with the FTC. Hello, FTC? I'm about to get on the phone. PlayStation, what about your US, Japan, and UK people as well, right? But very quickly, they changed it and cleared all it off, and it was only No More Heroes and Loco Roco. So, Bari, what you thinking, man? I think, listen, PlayStation, they don't make mistakes like this unless it's on the horizon. So you think August, September, we might finally be seeing that Dino Crisis? Because Dino Crisis is also the cover image on the classic games when you look through the PS Plus catalog stuff. Also, Capcom also was teasing Dino Crisis a couple weeks ago. What you think? What you think, Bari? What you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely coming, but when it comes to the classic, games, they're gonna obviously stagger them out. You know what I mean? I don't think you're gonna see that many games being offered like that within a month because they want people, okay, I want to keep this server for this month. Oh, this game's coming back, keep that. So business wise, it makes sense for them to stagger them out. But yeah, I think they put their feet a little, their foot a little forward here.
Yo, whatever intern was copying, was putting in this Italian blog article, he definitely fired. He definitely fired because
I mean, you make mistakes. Now everybody's gonna be like talking about oh, Dino Crisis coming, Ridge Racer. I think a lot of people want to see Ridge Racer. Yeah. Soul Calibur, Broken Destiny. I never actually played that.
Me neither.
So that would be cool.
Bro, could you? But real quick, like if we was to get, like if this was like, let's just play hypothetical for a second. If this was the classic games coming for July on top of Stray, Final Fantasy VII, Marvel Avengers, and all the Assassin's Creed games and all that, bro, that would, I mean, it's still a very great month for July. But yo, this would have been insane for the classic game side, bro. This would have
no reason not to subscribe.
Yeah. I definitely think this would have this classic list definitely would have pulled a lot of people in. I know a lot of people are fiending, especially for that Dino Crisis. A lot of people are fiending for that. So, but like I said, it was quickly cleared up.
I like the original Dino Crisis. I don't really remember playing Dino Crisis 2. But yeah, the original Dino Crisis was pretty lit.
Yeah. So, those are the games. What kind of score are you giving July for PS Plus Extra and Premium?
Oh yeah, this is an A+.
A+,
bro. Yeah. You got my favorite game of last generation and this generation on there. Mm-hmm. Offering, for me personally, I already have these games, but for those people that don't have these games and haven't played them yet, man, this is an A+++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++ in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a very strong month for PlayStation, for the PS Plus, for the service side of things. But yo, listen, let's move on. All right, man. PlayStation. Bari, PlayStation All Stars. You remember that game?
Sir.
Wasn't that such a great game? Don't you want that game to come back?
I enjoyed it. I didn't put a lot of time in it, but from what I played, I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I was a Spike main, by the way.
Yes, sir. Well, I've got something almost as good. PlayStation Stars. No, it's not a game, but it is a loyalty. But I have something almost as good. So PlayStation Stars did get introduced or announced this week, coming later this year. And essentially, what PlayStation All Stars is it's a loyalty program. But I have to put the disclaimer out there, because when this news hit, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh well, I think it's really good. PlayStation is following the competition and finally doing something right by the fans. I think this is great. Finally PlayStation is catching up to the competition." And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you do know PlayStation Rewards has been a thing since 2010, PlayStation 3 generation? Are you aware of that? And then they stopped doing certain things with it. and now they're bringing it all back. But let's put the details out there, right? So with PlayStation All Stars, members will have the opportunity to earn loyalty points. Points can then be redeemed in a catalog that may include PSN wallet funds, select PlayStation Store products. As an additional benefit, PlayStation Plus members enrolled in PlayStation Stars automatically earn points for purchases on PlayStation Store, right? Also a part of the PlayStation Stars, we're unveiling a new type of rewards called digital collectibles. And collectibles are a diverse as our portfolio of products and franchises. They are a digital representation of things that PlayStation fans enjoy, including figurines of beloved and iconic characters from games and other forms of entertainment, as well as cherished devices that tap into Sony's history of innovation. There will always be a new collectible to earn, an ultra rare collectible to strive for, or something surprising to collect just for fun. So this is sounding like this new loyalty or rewards program is sounding like it's really, really geared towards gamers, right? Because with the old loyalty program, Bari, it was you buy things in the PlayStation Store. If you had a PlayStation credit card, or if you were earning trophies, you would earn all of that earns you points, which you can use in the Sony Rewards store to get PSN cards, games, a TV, headset, whatever, right? If you had enough points. What PlayStation Stars sounds like is it's all of that, but then upped a little bit more to be more gamer friendly and centric, to strive to get again the collectibles, right? Monthly check-in campaigns where you'll be able to play certain games and get points and all this other stuff. It sounds interesting. What's your thoughts seeing all of this and seeing this come back in this new type of way?
Yeah, like I was very happy reading this, man, because I feel like original PlayStation like loyalty program I was a part of in PS3, which I still have my T-shirt. If everybody was in there, you get like a PlayStation in Japanese, black T-shirt on there. That was a great program because they was offering stuff like on a monthly basis, and you can earn points and all that stuff. PS4 was cool because you had the Sony Rewards, but Sony Rewards was like a website that nobody really wanted to deal with because it was a mess. It got better now, but it was a mess. Like when they
and buggy.
When they tied your PlayStation account and what you do on PlayStation Store to the Sony Rewards. So like the streamlining, combining those two aspects, I feel is great. Also, yeah, on Sony Rewards, you could have earned reward points from trophies that you was getting too. You know what I mean? They had that implemented on PS4, but they kind of stopped that as well. But seeing all of that stuff come back in this one complete package with this PlayStation Stars, yeah, I think it's a great thing, man. My thing when I was reading this is like when I read about the whole digital collectibles, I would just like a proper place to showcase that. So like in the video I made the other day, I was like, hopefully they can put that in like the profiles. You know what I mean? Like, you have your accolades there, but now you can just add, here's my digital collectibles that I've earned through this Stars program, right? And then friends that's probably looking at your profile like, oh, I want to earn that. Let me see what I got to do to earn that. You know what I mean? That just incentivizes and encourage people to play games, complete games, earn trophies. But with the whole PC movement that PlayStation is doing, this is one of the things that I was alluding to when it comes to incentivizing people to play and stay on PlayStation. You know what I mean? This is something that will keep PlayStation gamers locked in to the PlayStation ecosystem, because now you gave gamers like a goal to strive for when it comes to this program. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, whether they, when these games go to PC or whatnot, some people's going to leave, but some people seeing something like this here is going to be like, oh snap, hold up, if I play on PlayStation, if I buy stuff on PlayStation, if I earn trophies on PlayStation, I get rewards for this. Now this complete package that you've been doing from PS3 to PS4 streamlined here in this service, I'm down for this. You know what I mean? I would stay on PlayStation, and I think that's dope, man. In my personal opinion. So I was really happy, seeing the Stars, loyalty program come out, and I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I agree. I can't wait to see how this will play in like how this will kind of be received within the community once it's fully launched, and how much this may change how people play games, or finishing games, or getting trophies and stuff like that. Could this help in upping the completion rate for games even more? You get what I'm saying? Where now there's incentives for you to get these trophies and get this platinum, and all these different things. And we already know that PlayStation has a high completion rate for a lot of games already. You know, people are playing games on PlayStation, right? Especially its exclusives. Um, but I am curious to see how much higher that percentage can go once this is active. So I think it's a good look. I did enjoy PlayStation. What is it? PlayStation Rewards, Sony Rewards. I enjoyed that. I jumped on that in 2017, and you know, I thought it was a great thing. You know, getting points for buying stuff in the store and trophies. So I'm excited to see this come back in a bigger and better way, and can't wait to experience it. And like I said, this is coming towards the end of the year. So um, be on the
One little
lookout.
tip I want to give Persona, you know, just a tip, to you know, beyond and all like that. um, there's a lot of easy platinum games coming out that cost like 99 cents, you know, $1.50, $2, $5. Don't play those games yet. If you are purchasing these games, if you have purchased them before, don't play them yet. Wait until this service is active, and then that's when you start playing these games and earning whatever. You know what I mean? When it comes to the reward points and all that stuff, man. So yeah, I say, you know, whenever you can buy those games, buy them, stack them up, hold them in your library. When this service goes active, they enable this thing. When they link it to all the accounts, you know the vibes.
Go to
You know what
town,
you
man.
got. You
Go
know
to
what you gotta
town.
do.
That's a fact, man. Listen, man.
Don't do them now, because they say it's launching what, later this year.
Yeah, later
So
this
it's late.
year.
It's launching this year. So don't do
Yeah,
it now.
that's a
Probably
fact.
by God Award, this is going to be enabled for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. So shout out to PlayStation Stars, man. PlayStation always innovating
It
and
sounds great. It sounds great. They
revamping.
did a good job with it.
That's a fact. Listen, moving on. Bari, man, good news for the Last of Us fans, man. Last of Us Part 1 has gone gold.
Sir.
So, you know, this is pretty much locked in. It is supposed to be coming out September 2nd, 2022. So they're gold. They're ready to go. So we'll have this game pretty soon, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the folks that's buying this day one, or even the ones waiting for a sale, man. Just wanted to put that out there. Also, HBO series to debut closer to early 2023 in terms of the Last of Us series, the Last of Us HBO series. So apparently this is going to be launching closer to 2023, which I expected as much, right? But I also think this is good, you know, especially after people have played the games. You know, now they can be like, oh, there's a Last of Us show. Let me watch that. You know, I'm interested to see what the viewership numbers and how good this show does. Man, I'm very curious. But you know, we'll have to see about that. Any thoughts on that, man? Them going gold?
Yeah,
or the HBO series?
that always been our sentiment on this show when we was like, oh, we heard about The Last of Us Part 1, you know, getting remade. You know what I mean? It was like, they don't really need a remake here, but I mean, understand it makes sense. You know, a lot of people is going to be coming in from the show. You just want to have that streamlined experience from, you know, playing Part 1 to Part 2. You know what I mean? Where the graphics are going to look, you know, on par, or, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, the remake is going to look better than Part 2 because it's actual PS5 game. But the gameplay is going to be streamlined. You know what I mean? Because Part 1 and Part 2, gameplay wise, there's a lot of differences there. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have a new audience coming in, and you want people to have that same, you know, as close as an experience when it comes to the franchise. So yeah, I understood the business side of it, but yeah, you know, pretty much we don't need a Last of Us remake. But goddamn, I'm going to be playing it because me personally, I enjoy Part 1 story. That's a little smidget more than Part 2, in my personal opinion. But part 2 gameplay was just like so phenomenal. So just adding that gameplay to part 1, oh yeah, I'm all in for that, bro. You know what I mean? It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But yeah, I mean, we understand the purpose of the remake. But yeah, if you don't want to buy it, if you don't want to play it, if you already played The Last of Us, if you're already enjoying your experiences with the remaster or even the PS3 game, absolutely. I do get people's criticisms though when it comes to no factions there. You know what I mean? I think it would have been better for them to just have those things launching side by side as well, where it can quench a lot of the criticism when it comes to the $70. But I do feel that you're going to get a great package here with the single player experience, and then hopefully let's see how they do factions. If you already purchased Last of Us Remake, are you going to get factions for free, like a Ghost of Tsushima Legends kind of thing? I mean, we'll see what they're going to do with that, but hopefully they make the right decision when it comes to that. Oh, did we lose Persona?
Oh, my fault. I thought I was muted. My fault. As someone who actually has played factions as well, I would have loved a revamped version of factions, but because I know that they're coming out with this new factions next year or news next year or whatever, if that is free to play, I don't know. I mean, if you bought the game, then you get this. I would like that. I don't know. Them saying that faction is going to be standalone, I feel like they're going to sell that separate, and that's actually going to be something that you're going to have to buy. But we'll see. But with The Last of Us story and what we're getting, I personally think it being rebuilt from the ground up for the PS5 and having all that it has in terms of the feature set, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. But yeah, so we'll see what happens, man. Shout out to Naughty Dog and that team. But yo, let's get to Super Chat. Yo, Oolong T Gamer, appreciate you for the super. He says,
shout out to my man Oolong.
He says, last year I thought the first half of 2022 was going to be crazy, but nah, the second half is even crazier. Too many games. Let me speak. Let me speak. Yo, we appreciate you, Oolong. Yeah, second half of the year is definitely crazy. I can't wait. I'm excited. But yo, let's move on, man. So again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Shout out to Shredder's Revenge. Shout out to Tribute Games, who are the developers on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, and they told us this week, man, their game has 1 million copies have been sold in its first week. That's crazy. That's crazy good, man. I mean, don't underestimate that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is such a popular franchise and series. And looking at this game and how well Tribute Games has made this game and how approachable it is and how fun and addictive, and being able to play with, I was about to say Raditz, Splinter and April and Casey and all the turtles. It's great, man. I'm so happy for their success, man. This was such a fun platinum to get. So congratulations to the Tribute team, man. Bari, what's your thoughts?
Hey, man. Very fun game. Well deserved. The game didn't really cost that much like that. It was like what, $22 on sale.
22, yeah.
But yeah, it was just a fun experience, and this is a game that you can play for a very long time with your friends. It was hectic. It was chaotic. Doing the whole 6 player stuff, but it was fun too, man. And it was challenging, man. Especially if you're playing on hard and you're doing the 6-man stuff. Definitely offered a challenge where we had to do some redos.
Oh
for
yeah,
some
for
of these
sure.
bosses.
Hell yeah, man. It was crazy, bro. Like, this game was definitely tough at times, especially if you're playing on like the hardest difficulty and really trying to build up and whatnot. I mean, when me and Bari were going through hard mode arcade. Yo, there was some close calls in that situation. You feel me? Like, we had to restart like what, 4 times? I think about 4 times.
Yeah, especially
like
in that boss 3. Yeah, boss 3. Wing nut.
When we got to the end, and got to Splinter, and he was only like 1 or 2 or 3 hits away, and we both died and had no returns or no continues and no lives.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Like, all right, we just man up. Let's do it again, man. We could have ended it right there, but we was like, nah, we gotta knock it out. But nah, yo, this is great news to hear. The reason why I like seeing stuff like this because I feel like, .mu tribute games and all that stuff have been doing a great job just like bringing back these classic franchises back in like Super Nintendo or Sega days. Streets of Rage did a great job. I was happy to hear that game was successful, and now Turtles. So yeah, I would like to see them bring back, other games as well, or just do a part 2 or a part, 5 of these games. So yeah, more success with them for sure.
What's the next beat 'em up style game you would want them to do?
The next beat 'em up one I would like them to do, probably like a Double Dragon game.
Double Dragon?
Oh yeah, or yeah, the X-Men old school game. Remember that X-Men arcade game on Sega where you had like Dazzler and Vision and everybody on there? That would be dope.
I remember playing the X-Men game on Super Nintendo. I never played it on Sega though. I don't remember the one on Sega what you talking about, but it was a beat 'em up.
Yeah, it was a beat 'em up. You had like Cyclops, Wolverine, the whole bunch of them you had on there.
Oh shit, that sounds dope. Real talk, I would want them. This is gonna sound crazy. I would want them to make either a Star Wars or a Power Rangers beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers would be dope too.
Yeah, I would love a Power Rangers beat 'em up. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, not this new bullshit with RPD and all that stupid shit. No. OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If they got the music and all that shit going as well, and it's the original crew and whatnot, and you fighting the Putties and Goldar and Zed, and listen, man, that is, and then like one of the levels is like you as a Megazord against one of the other monsters as like super big. Yo, man. Hey, yo,
Golden Axe Transformers. Yeah, Transformers would be fire too.
Transformers would be good. I could dig it.
Transformers beat them up like turtles, and they can transform just to like dash and stuff. That would be fire.
Yeah, that would be fire. But yeah, Transformers, or even like a Thundercats or something like that, or a He-Man.
Oh
game.
Yeah. Facts.
.mu tribute. Yo, what you need, man? I put up. If y'all need that kickstart, man, I throw $100 in the pot. Man, I would love to get one of those, man. Power Rangers, Transformers, or Star Wars beat 'em up. I would love that. I would love that so much. Absolutely, yeah. Shout out to Tribute Games and .mu though. And some acquisition news, Bari. Let's move on. Acquisition news. So Supermassive just got acquired by Nordisk Games. Supermassive's most recent release was The Quarry and the Dark Pictures anthology. They had announced back in 2020, or was it 2018, 2019, that they were going to be partnering with Nordisk Games, but now here in 2022, they have confirmed that Nordisk Games is 100% acquiring the studio. What's your thoughts on this, Bar? Is this a loss? Because Supermassive also made Until Dawn. So, are we ever going to get an Until Dawn 2 or 3 or whatever? Because I know Impatient is plays into the Until Dawn world.
Because they also, I think, acquired the IP for...
Yes, 100%. Well, no, the IP for what? Until Dawn?
Until Dawn.
No.
I saw something like that. I saw something like, they acquired IP, so it's not a PlayStation owned IP anymore. I could be wrong though.
Sheesh.
But
I don't see anything about that here in the official statement.
Okay, somebody probably did a like a clickbait or something. I know I saw something like that on Twitter. But nah, man, Supermassive. I've been a big fan of them. They've been doing PlayStation centric games for a long time. They've been doing them pretty good too. They're pretty good, story-driven, narrative-driven games. I think PlayStation, it will make sense for them to acquire somebody like that. But I guess they didn't. But shout out to who got them.
Nordisk Games.
Nordisk Games, man. I think that's a great pickup, yo. Real talk.
And then even
very talented studio.
Even here, in this section here. It says that Supermassive Games has received numerous awards for its immersive narrative games, including a BAFTA for PS4 game Until Dawn. The studio launched its first owned IP, the Dark Pictures Anthology, in 2019, and then its most recent game is the teen horror title The Quarry. So from this, I don't think they own Until Dawn. So PlayStation could, if that's still under PlayStation, PlayStation could just get somebody else to make that. I personally speaking, I don't think PlayStation wants to really make these types of games, like spend resources to make these types of games. Even though I do enjoy The Quarry. I think it's cool. I gotta finish it. I think it's cool. Until Dawn, I didn't finish. I know. Persona, how could you? I just don't think PlayStation now this version of PlayStation isn't really trying to make those types of games in abundance.
So Until Dawn had its issues. I felt like Until Dawn is a more polished game than The Quarry, in my opinion. But I still got to finish The Quarry though.
That's crazy too, because Until Dawn came out 2016, 2015, or something like that.
Like 2015, it came out.
Jesus Christ, man! I had a lot of frame issues though. I remember that when it first came out, there was a lot of frame issues. But I think once it came out, like if you play it on PlayStation 5, it's like a lock 60. It's like super clean now. So, definitely check that out. But shout out to Nordis Games. Shout out to Supermassive. Can't wait to see what y'all got cooking in the oven. We'll be here. But moving on. Skates. Bari, have you ever used a skateboard before? Have you ever rolled a skateboard?
I had a speedboard, but I didn't know how to use it. I used to lay down in it. Just like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you never done any type of skating in your life, like at a skate park?
Nah, rollerblades, skates, but not no skateboard. Gotcha. Like I said, I had a speedboard and nah, bruh.
Okay.
I used to lay down in that joint. That's
Have you at least played the Tony Hawk games or skate games, skateboarding games?
So I never got into Tony Hawk series or skate series, but I did play the demos back in the day.
Okay.
Like the skate stuff was just, it was cool, but I never purchased them, or my family, they never really purchased those games.
I was a big Tony Hawk guy. I never really got into the skate series. I'm not going to cap. I never got into the skate series, but Tony Hawk, I remember playing the Tony Hawk games on Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, playing them on PlayStation and all that. Tony Hawk has always been a big part of my life growing up as well. But the skate series, which I know is also a very, very beloved series with a lot of people in the community. And there is a new skate game that is in development that got confirmed, I believe last year it got confirmed. And now we're starting to get more details, right? And listen, man, it's EA, so this is why. But so new details for Skate, which is really Skate 4, but it's being called Skate. It's going to be a live service, free-to-play game. It's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC with cross-play and cross-progression. Microtransactions will focus on cosmetics and convenience, and it's still in early development. Bari. Hey, Bari, I'm gonna start with you, brother. Listen, we talk about EA here, so obviously we need to also talk very, very, very clearly because we know how EA can get. Hearing all of that, what is your thoughts about this new skate game?
I never played these. I never played the series, but I know a lot of people were excited and wanted a new skate game. So I know it doesn't, people see the free to play, live service and, microtransactions and all that stuff. But I feel like this is still going to be a popular game that's according to, people in the community from what I've seen, like, they want to play, they want to play a new skate game. So we haven't seen anything of it. I'm not gonna sit down here and cap for this game, but yeah, man, this is gaming, man. This is the route that that they're taking with these games, man. These live service joints that they're trying to have these games up for like good 3-5 years and continue to sell cosmetics and whatever with the game, man. So this is what people have been embracing when it comes to video games. So I'm kind of shocked now. I'm not talking about the older game. I'm talking about the newer, type gamers, to see them kind of like, oh my God, this sounds horrible. This is what you've been doing. This is what you used to. You play Fortnite, you play these Apex Legends. That's all you really play. So I'm surprised that people are like, got like a negative outtake on what they saw with this EA game.
Yeah.
A live service joint, you know what I mean? But hey, I think people still gonna play it. I think people still gonna rock with it. But we'll see how they implement all this stuff with the game.
Of course people are gonna play the game. I don't think anybody's a lot of people are fiending for this new skate game. People have been wanting a new skate game for quite a few years. I think for me personally, it's more so because it's EA, and I know that may come off a bit biased, right? But because there are other companies and development teams and publishers who do live service, I think, fairly well, or do the free-to-play model with the microtransactions and all that fairly well. I just think with EA, that their microtransactions and what's worrying me, like, because cosmetics is one thing. You don't have to have cosmetics. You don't have to buy cosmetics to play a game. It's that convenience that's worrying me. Microtransactions will focus on cosmetics and convenience. When I think convenience, I think pay to win. When I think convenience, I think, Modern Warfare 2, where you had to, pay $200 just to get the new guns that released instead of being able to earn it in game. When I think convenience, I think, like, are people really going to be playing the game? Like, are you just going to go in, drop 100 and have everything that somebody grinded, like 50 hours for or something like that? That whole convenience factor thing just worries me a little bit, especially when dealing with EA. You get what I'm saying? So that's where my whole thing is. But, free to play live service. I mean, listen, we've been playing a lot of live service games for a long time, right? Like, Marvel Avengers is a live service, right? I just hope that whatever model, the other issue or worry that I have with a lot of these companies and development teams that try to go down this live service free-to-play route and try to do these roadmaps for content is there's never a substantial amount of content there to keep people engaged. And the roadmap oftentimes is minuscule or a very minimalist approach where, they'll have like an event to get a new hat or some stupid shit like that, right? Which I'm like, that's not content, right? That, those events are cool, still do that, but there still needs to be new content, new maps, right? New skating players being added, and the stuff that people want in a complete skating game, at least from my perspective. I just hope that whatever they're doing with this live service approach, it's substantial and it's something that truly is going to be beefy and maintained throughout the life of its game. Because if it's not, it's going to be one of those things that, they could have just released a full game for $70, right? And added some new stuff here and there and called it a day. But now that you're putting this live service approach to it, the expectation from you actually becomes more. Because now, if you want this to be a 3 to 5 year game, you're going to have 3 to 5 years worth of content, but still be able to still have a substantial amount of content there at launch. And that's really it, man. Because we know how this community is. People will say they want a new skate and cry on Twitter for years. And then when the game releases, they don't play it. Or they don't buy into it. And then it's like, okay, well, why do we keep listening to gamers about shit they claim they want when you're not buying it? Or when you're not supporting it? We'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see. Yeah. But yo, Viper, what's good, man? Appreciate you for super chat. It says, anybody remember sticking for what is it? Skitching for the Sega Genesis? You ever?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Skitching. I don't remember that at all.
You gotta describe it in the chat,
yeah,
Viper.
Describe that. Shout out to Strictly, my boy Strick with the big boy $50 super duper. Super duper.
Oh no, that's like a pinkish.
That's like a pinkish color. Strictly says free to play is a good move though, theoretically. No barrier of entry, but not many have none. But not many have none it correct have done it correctly. Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex the only ones. EA is the issue though. They are mad greedy and dirty, so I think that's the majority of people's concerns. I just think with like a skating game, let it just create a skating game. Like I don't think a skating game needs to be a live service. I feel like a skating game could just be a skating game with, 30, 20 or 30 skaters, 5 to 10 maps, skating parks, some events here and there, some updates here and there, some new stuff if you want to add it, and call it a day. Like I just don't think it needs to be a live service. Like I just like damn, it's kind of crazy. But I get what you're saying, Straight. We'll see what happens. Listen, I don't think a lot of people in this community are going to play the game anyway. I just think people like to jump on that hype train of I want skate.
You remember Mirror's Edge? Yo, they gassed them developers up. Was like, yo, we want a new Mirror's Edge. They came out with a new Mirror's Edge, and
no one bought it. It flopped. Yep, no one bought it. So listen, man, if you really into skate, pick that up. Because if you don't, EA not listening to y'all no more, man. They gonna just put the shit out that they put out that know we're gonna make money, and that's gonna be it, bro. So
I mean,
y'all better
if the gameplay
it.
is sound, then if it's free to play or not, I mean, you know what I mean, should be okay.
We'll see. But yo, let's move on. Shout out to Guerrilla Games real quick. So Guerrilla won a Game of the Year award from the developer Brighton. From Develop Brighton, which is Europe's biggest conference and expo for game developers. And so they won the 2022 Best Game winner, which is Guerrilla. And they also won Best Art Design as well.
Already.
There's another one. I want to go to the other one. So they won the Game of the Year from Develop Brighton, but they also won where's it at? I'm just trying to find it. They also won Best Art Direction as well, which I think is really good. Best game winner. Where is it? And then shout out to Insomniac. Insomniac won Best Technical Innovation 2022 winner. And then Horizon Forbidden West also won Best Visual Art for 2022 from the Develop Star Awards. So, Bari, I mean, congrats to Guerrilla. Bari, what's your thoughts, man? I'm not surprised, but let's talk about it.
Listen, man, is water wet?
No, actually, it's not.
It's not wet until it touches something, right?
Yes,
right.
Yeah. Water itself is not wet. What water touches becomes wet. But continue. I get where you're going.
Is water liquid?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
all right, there we go. Thanks for the cleanup. But nah, man, I'm not surprised by this because really and truly, in my opinion, this game right here is going to win much more awards just like this when it comes to just technical prowess and what this game is doing. Game of the Year obviously is going to be more subjective, but when you look at it from an objective standpoint of what the games has been offering in 2022, nothing comes close to what Horizon Forbidden West is doing. So when I see these awards and I hear about these awards, I'm not shocked by it because personally right now it's my Game of the Year. Personally right now it's the most technical advanced game to release in 2022. It's the best visual looking game in 2022. And personally on a gameplay standpoint, it's my favorite game so far of 2022. That could change with other games that's coming out in the rest of the year. But right now, I'm not shocked at all with them winning these awards. I'm surprised that they actually have these awards this early. But hey, it is what it is.
I mean, listen, man. I'm not surprised, man. Does the bear shit in the woods?
Does it?
Yeah, it does. I'm not surprised here, man, because Horizon Forbidden West is greatness. It improves upon the first game in every way, in my opinion. And the combat, the fights, the story, the world, it knocks it out the park for me. So I'm very happy to see Guerrilla win the best game of 2022 in the middle of the summer. Oh boy. And this is judged by, this is a developer expo, so I'm assuming this is being judged by developers, like amongst their peers. You get what I'm saying? And it's a Europe conference, so I'm very happy to see them win that and get that type of recognition and success. So shout out to Guerrilla, and also shout out to Insomniac for best technical innovation. It's crazy that it's not crazy. I'm not surprised, but because Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a technical marvel, they are still winning awards, guys. They are still winning awards. This is PlayStation got the best developers in the
I'm not
business.
surprised. Yo, bro, PlayStation out here doing their thing, man.
Yeah, they are. They really, really are. So shout out to Gorilla. Let's give some congratulations to also Sucker Punch, man. Right. So Sucker Punch put out some cool statistics, as well, and let's just run through them real quick. So 78 million photos have been taken. 75.18 million foxes have been pet. Right. 998.5 million standoffs. 540.8 million duels. And this is all the reason why they're giving all these stats is because we're at the yesterday or this week was the 2-year anniversary of Ghost of Tsushima's release. And then we got 94.76 million OSINs visited and 6,473,000,000.4 years on horseback. And then the big one, right, that we want that is most important is 91.4 million Legends mode missions played, which is great. And then the most important one, 9.73 million copies sold as of July 3rd. Bari, a new IP. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
It's gonna definitely it's definitely gonna hit that 10 million before the end of the year, or by the end of the year. I think it'll definitely be at 10 million sold. But Bari, man, the success of Ghost of Tsushima, man, what's your thoughts on this?
Absolutely, man. This just shows you that people not only bought the game, but they're actually playing the game. You know what I mean? It's smart when a developer or company puts out these numbers, but also put out how many copies the game has actually sold. It's not smart when you just put out these numbers and we don't have like any indication like how much the game sold. In my opinion, that's not the smart move. But the way how they did it here, actually put in how much copies sold, and the showcasing how much people's actually playing the game. Because really and truly, sometimes we don't really care for these stats like that. But it just tells you, it paints the whole picture when they put out these stats, but they also put out the units that it sold as well. So, but huge congrats to Sucker Punch, amazing game. You can tell because people are playing it, people are doing things within the game. The completion ratio as far as the trophies is high, and yeah, man, I wish more success for them, and I hope anybody that has missed out on Ghost of Tsushima, I hope you guys go and play the game, man. Cause it's an amazing adventure. It's an amazing ride, no pun intended. And yeah, Jin is a great character, man. So can't wait to see more of it. Damn, 2 years already, man.
Yeah,
Time
that's
is moving.
crazy. It's been 2 years already. I agree with you 1,000,000% on all of that. Ghost of Tsushima, I love that game. That was one of my favorite games of 2020 as well. And to see its success like this, especially being a brand new IP, about to hit 10 million copies sold. PlayStation is killing it, and this is all of this is possible on PlayStation. You get what I'm saying? Like PlayStation is doing all of this on PlayStation. I don't want to get into that next segment of the conversation, but y'all know where I'm going with that. All of this is on PlayStation. So I'm happy to see PlayStation gamers out here supporting great games. Shout out to the Sucker Punch team. You get what I'm saying? I definitely think this is well deserved. I think it needs to be higher, personally speaking. Let's get this to 15 million. On PlayStation. But shout out to them. I can't wait for Ghost of Tsushima 2, right? Which is a no-brainer, right? I think we all know Ghost of Tsushima 2 is being worked on and it's coming. So shout out to the Sucker Punch team, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. And then real quick on some other quick news. So not Ghost of Tsushima, Diofield Chronicles has gotten a release date. It will be released in September 22nd, 2022 for a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Bari, are you picking this up day one, or is this a wait for you?
Yeah, I'm picking it up. I haven't picked it up yet, but it's not going to be a day one as far as playing, because it's launching in September, and there's like 2 other games I'm going to be pretty much focusing on in September. But yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's going to have my support because yeah, I like these type of games coming back. Like I said, I like the whole old school, RPG or strategy RPG games coming back. I see a lot of them coming back now, and yeah, I want to see more come out in this quality. So yeah, I'm definitely going to support it. But as far as like timing wise, it's not going to be played day one, but it's going to be supported day one.
Yeah, 100%.
I know that's crazy to say, right? In today's day in gaming, how people don't like to buy games. Like, what are you gonna buy this? Are you not playing? Yes, I am. Problem?
No, I agree. I definitely think that Diofield is definitely gonna get played. It's getting picked up and played. It's just so many games, but it's definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be playing throughout the week, throughout the rest of the year as well. I can't wait. It looks great. It looks fun. The world looks beautiful. It looks like it's gonna be an interesting story. So Diofield is definitely a day one, 100%. The next thing, man,
That's amazing.
The next thing, shout out to Zuby Tech, man, coming out with
Zuby!
the patents.
We gotta get Zuby on here one day.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely want to get Zuby on. So this patent went live on the 23rd of June, and so essentially what it is a patent for back paddles for a controller, so back buttons for a wireless controller. So we see like the side buttons and everything here, and then we see the buttons here on the side next to the handles and whatnot. So I don't think we're gonna be seeing a pro controller from PlayStation this year, but I think 2020, excuse me, not 2020, 2023, or beyond, I definitely could see PlayStation throwing out a pro controller or throwing out a PS5 version of those PS4 back paddle attachments that you could put on the controller. I can see them putting something like that out, which would be cool because I do think the DualSense is a very well-made ergonomic controller. Bari, what do you think?
Yeah, like this is something I always wanted PlayStation to do, like an official PlayStation release pro controller. We are a big fan of the pro controller, so I'm with it. The only thing that I will want them to do is just make sure the build quality is much more stronger than the DualSense, because it's a premium controller, so you want to have that premium feel. And I want them to use like a matte finish, like how the Astro C40s was. That controller that felt really good to hold. And I just like the finish on the controller with that matte finish on the front. Make sure it has a good grippy texture on the back and all that. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see it. I have the Scuff. I have the personal homemade back paddle controller as well, and I use both of them. So it's going to be great to see PlayStation actually officially release one. I like this move because normally they would license this out, and now we're seeing PlayStation creating their own monitors. They always had their own headset, but they're going a notch above with that now, and now they're coming into the controller. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I love that aspect as well. I love that they're actually making their own stuff now again. The headsets, the monitors, the controller, like they can get an elite, a pro controller out there that's like super high quality, super well made. It's definitely gonna get picked up and played and used. So I'm excited for that as well, 100%. Real quick as well, shout out to Zuby again for that patent. And
Zuby!
Let's get on to some acquisition talk real quick. I have to say this too, man. I can really appreciate how us as the community, we haven't been doing a whole bunch of that. Remember, like it was nothing but acquisition talk for months. It calmed down, right? Like it calmed down, man. Like no one is. Oh yeah, I think they should buy this. I think they should buy this and buy that. Yeah, like I'm so glad.
They need to buy.
I am so glad it calmed down, bro. But let's just, real quick get to some acquisitions. Well, before we do the acquisition talk, let me get these super chats. Oolong T Game, appreciate you for super chat. It says Sony is going to sweep the Game Awards this year with Horizon, God of War, and The Last of Us Part 1 alone. PlayStation is king. Let me speak. I agree.
Oolong out here preaching, man.
Absolutely. And then Jay Wright, appreciate you, man. 3 months as a member on the channel, the WUPS Nation. Shout out to the WUPS Nation. Jay Wright says, that's that PlayStation fragrance. You know the vibes.
Yes, the vibes.
That's a fact.
I ain't said that in a long time, bro.
And then D2 Des, appreciate you for the super chat. And they say, Ghost was one of my all-time faves.
Absolutely. Yo, 2020 was a bang of a year, bro. Like, if you didn't have a PlayStation 4 in 2020,
you missed out.
I don't know what the hell you're thinking, bro.
You missed
They
out.
locked down that whole year, bro.
You definitely missed out if you didn't have a PlayStation last year. I mean, 2020.
Yo, it's crazy.
Because yeah, Final Fantasy
Look back
7,
at 2020.
Final Fantasy 7, Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Miles Morales, Demon Souls, Sackboy, Bug Snacks, all that. Yo, there was a lot because remember PS5 was coming out too.
And again, we even bring up like the smaller games too. But yo, look back at 2020 games, bro, that came out. That was wild.
Yeah, 2020 was crazy.
2020 was wild. You remember Grand Blue came out 2020 as well, man. That was wild,
Oh,
bro.
Grand Blue Fantasy, yeah, it did. It's a lot of great games.
2020, yo, I remember 2020 because that's when COVID hit. And I remember before COVID hit, I was like, yo, all these jumps is dropping. And then like COVID was like the gift and the curse because that was shit, could work from home. You know what I mean? But yo, there was a lot of games, bro. A lot of games 2020, man.
That's a fact, man. But all right, man, real quick on this acquisition news. So first acquisition confirmed. So PlayStation officially has closed on the Haven acquisition. So now they are officially 100% a part of the PlayStation family. Obviously, we know that Haven Studio is owned by Jade Raymond, who was formerly with Google and then formerly with Ubisoft before that. So
Did you like with Stadia too or something like that?
Stadia, yeah, Google Stadia.
Yeah, that's Google.
Yeah, that's Google. So it's official. I'm happy to see PlayStation getting more talent, but y'all know how we are here, man. We need to see something tangible before we can get super hyped.
Who you muting, God?
What you mean?
He said this tweet from this account you muted.
Yo,
Somebody got muted out here,
yo,
boy.
relax,
That PC talk.
relax. So yeah, that's gonna be. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty dope, man. But like I said, with Haven, we need to see something, man. We need to see something. We can't see, we happy you're part of the family, but we need to see something. What's your thoughts on this, Bari?
Yeah, I'm with you, Persona, bro, because every announcement we've heard from Haven has been like text. We didn't see a concept art yet. You know what I mean? We don't know a premise of what they're creating outside of, I think I saw like some type of cloud game. But yeah, I think it's time now. Every announcement they haven't showcased what they're actually doing. The next announcement that they do, hopefully, they will have something there for gamers to see and get excited for. You know what I mean? But welcome to the PlayStation studios. I mean, we'll definitely see what they're going to have to create or what they are creating.
Yeah, I agree. So shout out to Haven, welcome to the fam. And then also PlayStation also announced this week that the Bungie acquisition has officially closed. They are now officially under I don't really want to call them under the PlayStation umbrella, family, part of the PlayStation family, because of the way they talking, like, oh, we still making shit for everywhere, and then we not gonna be locked down and all this.
They're gonna run independently though. That's
ran independently. So that's why I when I quote tweeted this, I put under the Sony umbrella instead of under PlayStation. Although they are, gonna be
they in the PlayStation Studio family, but it's just they're just being ran differently. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So shout out, welcome Bungie. Bungie is a great developer.
You didn't retweet that.
I did retweet. I quote tweeted it. What are you talking about? I quote tweeted.
But you quote tweeted, but you didn't retweet as well.
Why would I retweet when I quote tweet? Quote tweeting is retweet.
So you don't like retweet and quote tweet?
No, I
just think that's too much.
Yeah, that's stupid. Why would I retweet something and then go back to the tweet and quote tweet that tweet? Me quote tweeting is me saying something and retweeting at the same time. Okay.
I'm a like retweet and quote tweet guy.
That's too much work. I'm not doing all that. That's way too much work. But the agreement for Bungie is definitely a great developer, man. Making Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, man, 2 great games. Although Destiny 2 was a little rocky at launch, it has become a lot better now. And I do think Bungie is one of the few out here that actually has perfected, or at least are doing the best job at this live service, games as a service type of thing that a lot of people are trying to take on. So I think this is a good get for PlayStation, and I can't wait to see what Bungie does under PlayStation's umbrella. What's your thoughts, Bari?
I think it's a smart get for PlayStation. Personally, for me, Bungie is hit or miss for me, man. I don't really play Destiny like that. Not saying that's a bad game. I just feel like it's a little too late for me to get into it. But it is a smart business move because this game generates a lot of revenue. There's a lot of players on there, so just having that PlayStation name under everything that you're doing is just gonna get more brand recognition for PlayStation. Yeah, I think it's a smart move for them when it comes to just that first person shooter competitive play type game that they have under their umbrella. But yeah, like for me personally, this acquisition does nothing for me personally, especially the fact that you ain't really doing no exclusive. So you know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? I respect it, but for me, I got to see what they're doing next. Like, what's their next game? Hopefully, I could probably get into that and see what they're doing with that. But as of right now, it's just like, okay, this is I understand the business move with this.
Yeah,
I know for you it was a different thing, but because you played Destiny hardcore, but for me,
I love
like,
Destiny,
okay.
but I also agree with you 100%, right? It's like, yo, as a PlayStation as PlayStation gamer being my preference, what are you doing for PlayStation? Like for gamers, PlayStation gamers, what type of exclusive experiences are we getting? And seeing the blog post come from Bungie and how, no, we're not doing no exclusives, personally, this might sound a bit controversial. I can't like if Bungie was talking like that in the boardroom and PlayStation was still like, yeah, we'll pay 3.6 billion. Yeah, where we sign? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I don't know, like that, like this whole no exclusive shit that some of these devs be on, man. I'm just like, yo, man, get with the program, bro. Like, you understand? Like exclusives. I don't know. I just think exclusives are still very important, but I think it was just really weird how adamant Bungie was about that. And it's like, well, what are you doing for PlayStation gamers? Like, what special thing are you doing? Is it going to be special anything? And if it's not, then it's just like, eh. And obviously, I know, like, with PlayStation, they're wanting to get into the live service realm. So, it's smart business to align yourself with Bungie, who has been successful, but also has failed, right? So they their L's and their W's, right? So they know how to maneuver this games as a service trenches much better than PlayStation. So I understand that also factored into this acquisition as well. I just feel like as a developer, as a team, being under PlayStation, but PlayStation gamers not getting anything special out of it, it's like, can you really get hyped? And I love Destiny, and I can't wait to see what they're coming with next, but, something special needs to be there for PlayStation, personally speaking. PlayStation gamers. But, that's just me. Somebody might hear that and be like, oh, PlayStation, Sony, you're being so toxic. Oh, Sony, you're so selfish.
We're going to definitely see what their next game is. Hopefully it's lit. I'm pretty sure the shooting and all the mechanics are going to be fine. But, it's just a wait and see kind of thing.
Yep, you're right. Shout out to D2 Desman. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, we got the one that got away from Xbox. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'm surprised that Bungie even decided to go for that. But this last bit of news, let's get to this real quick. Sales, everybody's favorite talking points and time of the year. Sales.
Absolutely.
People say they hate sales. I'm not in the boardrooms. I don't have any stocks or anything. Why would I care about sales? But whenever their favorite platform is doing good, you want to see them retweet. Oh, did that console just sell more than that other console? That's why it's the best console. You know how it goes. So, real quick, PlayStation generated the highest dollar sales amount amongst video game hardware platforms in both June and the first half of the calendar year 2022, while Switch led in both units and time period units sold. So PlayStation's generating more money, but Switch is obviously selling more units. PlayStation June PlayStation 5 dollar sales experienced double-digit percentage growth when compared to year over year. That is very important to note because more people are buying consoles and there's more consoles in rotation. We've been seeing it all throughout where there's been more console drops and things like that. So shout out to PlayStation with that. And then just to add on, where is the rest of? Where the hell is the rest of it? Am I missing something? Matt, where's the rest of it? I think Matt might have separated it out. Hold up.
You talking about the individual sale things?
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, go to his thread because other people gonna comment and all that.
There we go. Yeah, I got it. All right. And then Final Fantasy. Shout out to Final Fantasy VII Remake. So Final Fantasy VII Remake was the 9th best-selling game of June 2022 after placing 159th in May. And obviously, I think a lot of that's contributed to the 25th anniversary. So shout out to them for that. And then let's go to the top 20 games sold for June. So notable for PlayStation, MLB The Show is number 4 on the June top 20 games. And shout out to Final Fantasy VII, obviously number 9. And then where's it at? Marvel, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the game that keeps on giving, the game that just ain't gonna die. This game is always gonna be here, right?
Yes, sir.
It's number 20 for top 20 June selling games, right? And then shout out to the year to date. So from all of 2022, for now, so from January to now, the top 20 games so far, Horizon Forbidden West is number 4. MLB The Show is number 5. Gran Turismo 7 is number 7. And Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is number 14 in the top 20 best-selling games of 2022 to date. In terms of dollar sales, by the way. And then 12-month ending in June 2022, top 10 video games based on dollar sales. The notable here is Horizon Forbidden West, man. Number 10. Number 10 on the list. It was number 11 last month, and now it's number 10. Shout out to Horizon. It's out here selling. And then for the PlayStation platform, June 2022, top 10 video games on dollar sales on PlayStation platforms. Again, the game that keeps on giving, Spider-Man Miles Morales, number 4 on the list. Number 5 on the list, Horizon Forbidden West. And then number 8 on the list is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I love it. And then number 10 on the list, Gran Turismo 7. So PlayStation gamers are out here buying these PlayStation games, and I love to see it. Bari, what's your thoughts on all this success?
Yeah, man, the king has returned. You know what I mean? So it's unavoidable that PlayStation is gonna, garner success when it comes to their consoles and their games. It's just good to see that gamers are, buying these games. You know what I mean? When it comes to these, AAA blockbuster type games out here. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit down here and lie to y'all and say that it doesn't look good for PlayStation to, be number 1 in NPDs and see these games selling. Because what they're creating, gamers are enjoying and they like. So hopefully they continue more success. We'll see when it comes to this. At the end, is it really that important? Not that much. But
no, but it's good to see. Just, like, let's not cap, man. Like, it's not that important. It doesn't. All this doesn't serve any purpose to my life. But it's good to see as a PlayStation gamer that gamers are supporting games and buying games. Like, that shit's good to see all around, right? And Wavy, to answer your question, digital sales are only not included for games with an asterisk next to it, and the only game on this list that has an asterisk next to it is Quarry. For every other game on this list, the sales, digital sales and physical sales are being counted in the overall sales pool for June, right?
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to MPD, man. Shout out to Matt Piscatella. Shout out to PlayStation out here selling games and being successful. I love it. I love to see it. Miles Morales, Bari, what do you think the sales number for Miles Morales is right now? It has charted ever since
Miles Morales, I think is just short of 10 million, right? Because when they announced the whole 33 million for the Spider-Man series, I think the bulk of that was Spider-Man 2018. But
yeah, Spider-Man 2018. They said 33 million for the series, right?
Yeah.
And we know that Spider-Man 2018 sold 20 million. probably a little bit more than that. So I think it's safe to say that Miles Morales is sitting at about 11, 12 million maybe. That's
Probably,
fantastic.
yeah, because it's always charted. It's always and that's just MPDs. It's not like worldwide numbers. So
I think I'm calling it now. I think Spider-Man 2, that's just gonna sell like 25 million, bro. That's just gonna sell, man. I know that's just gonna sell. It's gonna sell. But yo, man, listen. If you've made it this far, I'll give y'all some trophies.
sir,
Yes, sir. Trophies.
trophy the man them up.
The trophies, man. So shout out to y'all making it this far. So now we are in the discussion portion of the show. And I was thinking about this week, Bari, right? And when I was creating the show outline, I was like, I want to ask this question to kind of have this conversation because we see that in today's time, and more so social media, right? Because the world doesn't really feel this way, because if it did, gaming would have died off a long time ago. But social media, right? We see that, there's, at least from my perspective, and I think you can agree here, Bari, there's more anger than excitement for a lot of people. Like they're angry about $70 games. They're angry that they got to do this. They're angry that they got to do that. They mad at this. They mad at that. It's just all this complaining and anger and just whining and oh Jesus, right? So my question, Bari, is: are you enjoying games more now than you were growing up, or vice versa?
That's a good question, man. I feel like as a kid growing up, you wasn't buying your own games per se. So the level of enjoyment and excitement, the fact that you don't have to really invest in anything, is just you know what I mean. You can't like. It's just a different feeling. You know what I mean. You get this new game, been hella excited about. You want to talk about it with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't have to pay anything for it. You know what I mean? It's definitely a different set of excitement there. I would say though, man, that's a good question, man, because I thoroughly enjoy playing games now, especially that I have a better understanding when it comes to stories. You know what I mean? My knowledge is much more, vast as an adult. So I can understand the little nuances that developers do in their games, especially like when I go back to these retro games and I play them. I'm like, oh, this was cool that they put that in there. You wouldn't notice that stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like watching a sitcom. You enjoyed like watching Martin back then as a kid was super fun, right? But when you watch it as an adult now, that you have a better understanding of what they're saying and the jokes that they were referring to, it's just more enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel like is with gaming now. Like, I would say as an adult, I'll probably say I'm enjoying it more because that understanding is there. I can notice a lot of things more. As an adult. And it feels good that you are investing in that game as well. Majority of the games I play, I buy. You know what I mean? It's my money buying it. So, but yeah, that's a tough question to ask, man, because I have a lot of fond memories, with these games. My favorite games of all time is like from when I was a kid. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a tough question, man. That's a tough one, bro. That's the answer simply like that is a tough one.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it when I saw it. I was like, damn, this dude might have me stuck here on this one because that's a good ass question.
Yeah. Even as I put this in when I was creating a show online and sent it off, I was even thinking about how can I answer this, right? Because when I think back to my childhood, and even when I think back to when I started gaming, one of the most happiest memories I have with gaming is me as a child. When I first got my Super Nintendo, right? And mom bust through the door, and I remember I was playing Tetris and Pac-Man and Mario and all that shit all night long. And I was happy. But then when I think about some of the most happiest memories my other most happiest memories I have growing up, I mean, I can think to getting the PlayStation 3, right? And waking up on Christmas morning and having, you know, Ridge Racer 7 and Resistance Fall of Man and Genji, the Data Blade, and all that stuff sitting there wrapped up, ready to be played. And then when I think about me as an adult buying, you know, buying stuff, you know, buying the PlayStation 5. I was extremely happy there. Um, Buying God of War 2018, playing games now. But see, when I think back to when I was a child, a lot of my gaming, a lot of gaming that I did involved friends and family. Does that make sense? Where,
Hmm.
like, you know, I remember during like Christmas time or Thanksgiving times, my cousins and you know, my cousins would come out, you know, come up from the south or come up from wherever, and, you know, spend the holidays at my house, or we would spend the holidays at their place and play games. You know, I would be in their room and they'd be in my room. We would play games and playing, you know, Super Smash Bros. And playing Pokemon Stadium. And I remember when I first got my Game Boy Color, and I was playing Pokemon. You know, the very first game I played on my Pokemon, the very first game I played on my Game Boy Color was Pokemon Yellow version with Pikachu, where Pikachu follows you around. You know,
Sorry.
and I've been in love with Pokemon ever since. You know, the second game I played was Perfect Dark and Spider-Man. Remember those Game Boy Color Perfect Dark and Spider-Man games? And then I
Hmm.
remember playing Mega Man Network battles on my Game Boy Advance. Like, as a child growing up, I appreciated gaming a lot. Like, I loved gaming. And then even when I started getting like an allowance and I wanted to go out and buy a game on my own, the idea of me going out and buying that game, you know, I was happy, you know, like I was excited. You know, I used to always go to Funko Land and read the books and play like the games or look at what games were there. KB Toys. Um, those memories that I have growing up as a child, I think are very important memories, because I think those memories is what shaped me into the gamer that I am today and has helped me appreciate gaming even more. Does that you get what I mean when I say that? Like, I appreciated gaming as a child and growing up, but as an adult, I appreciate gaming even more because of those experiences. I can look at gaming today and be like, yo, I love gaming. You know, I can go out and buy a PS5 or go out and buy this, you know, pre-ordering the collector's edition for God of War and just being super excited. You know, like when I got my collector's edition for God of War Ragnarok, the Jotnar edition, I was excited, man. It felt like Christmas. You know, playing Horizon Forbidden West in the beginning of the year, it was amazing seeing that shit on the TV. Playing, you know, GT and Elden Ring and all these other great games that have released. You know, all the great games that's gonna release. You know, playing Final Fantasy 16 next year, I'm gonna be smiling like I was a fucking little kid in Toys R Us. So it's hard for me to answer, man, because growing up with gaming has helped me appreciate gaming even more as an adult, especially now that I'm able to buy the games that, like, any game that I want. So I'm gonna have to say I enjoy gaming more now because I understand all of it, and I have the memories of me as a child to help me really look at gaming and appreciate what it is now. You get what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
So
It's a
yeah,
hard question
yeah,
because
it's
there's
hard. It's
fond
hard.
memories of a kid is there, but it's also fond memories now
Yeah,
as an adult too.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah,
investment is just more on you as an adult, as a
yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah. But it's just like, and again, the reason why I wanted to ask that question on the show is because every time we sign on Twitter, man. And again, like I said, guys, Twitter is just a bubble, right? The world has 7 billion plus people. Twitter only has 300, maybe four. You know, round that up, maybe 400 million people out of 7+ billion, right? But it's just like, yo, man, like it's always complaining. Somebody's always angry about something. And listen, us included. Like, we complain about shit all the as well, things that we disagree with. So I'm not saying that the WUPS crew, we're not absolved of that, but it's just like, the $70 argument and oh, this developer is not putting the time into this and that and that. It's like, damn, are people actually enjoying games? you know But yeah, man, so listen, that was the show. We do hope you and guys enjoyed the show. If you did, welcome to the end of the show. We're gonna give y'all some trophies. I give y'all the trophies, man. Trophies, and of course the lovely platinum. Woo!
That thing sounds sweet.
Y'all are at 91 platinums, man. Y'all getting up there in the plats, man. Y'all are getting up there in the plats. But yeah, man, this was a great show, guys. Bari, man, start us off with the outros, man. Let the people know where they can find you, what you got coming up, and all the great stuff.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everyone coming through, supporting WUPS once again. 91 episodes in. It's a great milestone that we're about to reach with 100 episodes very soon. And yeah, man, very consistent here with my bro Persona. I mean, doing what we got to do out here for the PlayStation Nation. But yeah, great episode. It was great to see some of the comments in the chat as well. We definitely read them, we see them. And yeah. But for me, you can find me at jbari_ on Twitter and jbari on YouTube. And yeah, later today at 3, well, pretty much around 2:30, we're gonna be doing our DNF duel, online arcade tournament. So Seas of Volition, part 1 tournament is coming to you guys live in a full effect at 3. We're gonna start the tournament at 3, but Persona and Chuck, they have their grudge match before the tournament. Both players are really strong, so it's going to be very interesting to see this grudge match. Both of them are pretty sweaty. You know what I mean? They're both pretty sweaty players out here. But nah, man. Yeah, I just can't wait to host this tournament and see. Hopefully, you guys come on through.
So the grudge match is going to be on the TLOU tournament stream.
Yeah.
All right. At 2:30.
At 2:30, we're gonna start because it's not going to take that long, what I mean? And by that time, we can set up and, get people in and everybody warm up. We can go right into the rules and explain and intro those and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, so you got the tournament. That's going to be on Bari's. That's going to be on J Bari's YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all sub to J Bari, man. I'm going to put that link. The links to all our stuff is in the description. I think I put our YouTube channels there. If not, I'll put it here anyway. Sub to J Bari channel, man. Sub to his channel. Right. Channel. He puts out Bari puts out a lot of great content. And that tournament, you're not gonna want to miss that tournament. It's gonna be a fun tournament. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be Bari, me, Chuck, Dre commentating. Yep. And whoever wins this grudge match, this is our final grudge match between me and Chuck. It's $300 on the line, $150 from me, $150 from Chuck. We put it in the pot. So, whoever wins, they're gonna be talking shit throughout the whole tournament. So it's gonna be nothing but jokes. And it's gonna be jokes with these matches as well, man. I can't wait to see the players and just see how everybody fights and whatnot. It's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun, and I'm excited, man. So please come through to the tournament, man. This is the revamp of TOA. And we want y'all to pull up, man. We really want y'all to pull up, man, the community, and rock out with us, man. It's gonna be fun. I promise you, it's gonna be a fun afternoon, and a fun afternoon into the fun. I don't think the tournament will last that long. Probably like 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer.
We're gonna run a tight shift for the tournament. Not everything gonna be streamed, so
yeah.
We're gonna explain everything. We're gonna explain everything.
Explain everything. But yeah, listen, guys. For me, man, I am Persona. I was your host for this week. If you did enjoy the show, I hope you definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe. And for me, man, when Persona speaks this Monday, I also just did my Sony InZone H9 headset review, impressions and review. That's up on my personal channel. Definitely, if you haven't watched it already, definitely go check it out. And let me know your thoughts. If you do have any questions, definitely ask me in the comments, and I'll definitely try to answer whatever questions that I did not answer in the video. And what else do I have coming up? I want to start doing more live streams, especially like closer to like fall and whatnot. So I want to start doing more gaming live streams, but I'm trying to decide if I want to put that on this channel, on my main channel, or on a personal channel. But we'll talk about that on my channel. Also, Steam Deck. I do have the Steam Deck, guys. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that. So the Steam Deck review, or not review, impressions, that will be this week. I want to put some more time with it because I have been playing Final Fantasy VI, and I played Max Payne 3 on it, and Max Payne 3 runs pretty good. I'm actually surprised at how the controls and everything is actually pretty good on this Steam Deck. Like I'm very, very surprised. Like in handheld, this thing is actually running pretty damn good. I'm gonna be honest, if the Switch released like this, if the Switch Pro is like this Steam Deck, that Switch Pro gonna take off. It's gonna take off. It's gonna take off. It's gonna take off. And then yeah, that's really it, man. Also, our merch store, man. Definitely check out the merch store for What's Up PlayStation, man. We got a lot of cool merch on the merch store. I just want to show y'all real quick. Link to the merch
got the
store.
classic, and then we got the Bari versus Persona one. Definitely check it out.
Merch.
More to come too, man.
Yeah, it's a lot coming. It's a lot coming on the merch store, right? So the link to the merch store is in the description. And just real quick, just to show y'all, man, the merch store, man. We got the classic, what started it all, man. We got our What's Up PlayStation t-shirt. Also the hoodies and whatnot. You know, it's summertime though, so y'all probably not gonna want a hoodie. But the WUPS t-shirt is there. And then, yes, sir, you guessed it. We've got the Bari versus Persona, which this is a really beautiful image. This is a great color too, by the way. Like this blue, I might get a blue, no cap. But the Bari versus Persona t-shirt, What's Up PlayStation t-shirt. Yes, I'm Cyclops the Optics, and Bari is Ryu, man. And this is a great art piece, man. And so definitely get you a Bari versus Persona, shirt, or stickers or something like that. Or if you want to get one of our original. Again, Cloud and Zach, Soldier.
We was Rebirth and Reunion before Rebirth and Reunion was a thing.
That is a fact. That is a fact. So, wupsmerch.com, WUPS merch.com. Definitely, check that out. Grab your shirt. If you do grab a shirt, definitely tag us. Tag us, and when you get the shirt, definitely show us. We love to see the pictures of people in the shirts and whatnot. We love that stuff from the community, so definitely check that out. But yeah, listen, that's it, guys. This has been episode 91 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Remember, guys, the tournament starts at 2:30. It's the grudge match between me and Chuck, and then at 3 o'clock or around 3:30 is just when the tournament will start on Bari's channel. Don't miss that. And listen, next week, episode 92 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Don't miss it. And we appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Please be safe. And we'll see you guys next time. And always remember, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Oh, and real quick, Flex, I see your super chat. My fault. Flex says, as a child, I had far more time and fresh games than nowadays. First time, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Demon Souls was the last time I had experienced a fresh game. I get that. I get that, and so I can see how like growing up would be more meaningful. So I definitely understand that 100%. But all right, guys, listen, we appreciate y'all.